Hi, and welcome to Ancient Greece. That's me, Xiomara. That's Melina, Daniella, Jelani, and Anthony. And we are the Ancient Geeks. Now let's take a trip to the capital of Greece, Athens. Now that we are here, let's go back in time.
Now let's get some background. Ancient Greece is located on the European continent and borders the Mediterranean Sea. The capital of Greece is Athens. And we're going to be talking about the Minoan period that began in 2000 BCE.
So how did ancient Greece begin? Well, ancient Greece began as a civilization known as the Minoans that started in 2000 BCE. They were located on an island called Crete, which is off the mainland of Greece. Later, after they ended, the smaller regions began to go to the mainland and settle there.
So, what were the social classes of ancient Greece? Well, first of all, you were born into your social class. Second, you would not be able to change into your social class even if you'd done something remarkable in your life. But these were the social classes of ancient Greece. First, on the top of the upper class, we had Athens. In the middle class, we had the Metics. And then in the lower class, we had freedmen, which could have been slaves that were freed or just poor working people. And then we had the slaves that worked for the others.
Were there any people in ancient Greece that revolutionized the world? Yes, there were. In fact, ancient Greece had many philosophers, playwrights, poets, historians, scientists, and leaders. One famous person is Alexander the Great. He is often considered the greatest military commander in history, while expanding Greek size and never losing a battle. Another person of ancient Greece is Homer. Homer is one of Greece's most famous poets, writing world-famous epic poems such as the Iliad and the Odyssey.
What was the government of ancient Greece? Ancient Greece was divided into city-states that ruled themselves. They each could have a different type of government. Most of them either had an oligarchy, democracy, or a king.
What were the beliefs of the people of ancient Greece? The people of ancient Greece believed in many gods. The gods were created to explain events that happened in the world. Different cities followed different gods, such as Athens followed the goddess Athena.
So, what type of art did ancient Greece create? Well, the ancient Greeks created many buildings, sculptures, pottery, and paintings. One of the most famous buildings is the Parthenon, which is located in Athens and is a temple that was built in order to worship the goddess Athena. Another example of ancient Greek art was the Discobolus of Myron, which was a sculpture that portrayed a person that was a discus thrower.
What technology did the people of ancient Greece create? The people of ancient Greece created the crane that was used to carry heavy objects such as stones to help create buildings. They also made a mechanical device to find the location of stars, as well as geometric tools and instruments.
What was the military like in ancient Greece? Well, ancient Greece was divided into city-states, which led to each city having their own army. The warriors were often called hoplites, and the military created many weapons such as catapults. The ancient Greeks also had their own system of formation for their warriors when they were going to attack. The ancient Greeks were also known for having Alexander the Great, which was known as the world's greatest army commander.
So, what was the legal system of ancient Greece? Ancient Greece did have a court system, but it is slightly different than our court system that we have today. The court did have a judge, but he was not the one who decided the outcome. He just made sure everything was carried out successfully. Also, the court did have a jury who did choose the outcome and the punishment for what happened.
So why was ancient Greece the birthplace of Western civilizations? Well, when the Romans conquered ancient Greece, many philosophies and customs were still there, and the Romans began to become accustomed to it. Also, the Greeks were the first ones to have a democracy, which we still use today. Another reason would be because at the time it was the most advanced and growing civilization, where advancements in sciences and literature happened.
So, how did this amazing civilization of ancient Greece fall? Well, after many wars between the city-states, the power and unification between them began to fall apart. Also, the Persian War between Greece and Persia lasted a very long time, which also brought down the level of power and resources. But after these wars, Philip II of Macedonia defeated Athens, which is the capital of Greece, in a battle and took control over it. Later on, the Romans came when there was little power and unification left in ancient Greece, and that is when they conquered the civilization. Thanks for joining us on this trip, guys. Hope you guys had a great time, but now it's time to go back to the present day.